Hello YouTubers, this is CG Hot Wheels. It's been a long time yet again. Well, the last video I posted was sometime in November. I just haven't gotten around to finding anything all that significant. Just haven't gotten around to making a video either. But the finds that I found today, I think it's pretty video worthy. And judging by the title, you'll see that the highly anticipated, the brand new Japan Historics 2 set is hitting Target and Walmart. And in my case, I found them at Target because our Walmart sucks and they'll never order this set ever. But it doesn't matter at this point. But before I get into that, I wanted to show the brand new D-case cars that are also hitting Targets. Walmart's at the moment, not so much. They're either not ordering anything at all, or they're getting old batches. Like I went to my Walmart this morning and they restocked with an old N case, which is really upsetting. And they weren't even all that full. But Target came through, so I'm going to show you the cars that I found within the last week or so of these cars. So first of all, we have the return of the James Bond Aston Martin DB5. Nothing's changed, still the same color, same tampos, just in a different main line, different year main line. Next up, a highly anticipated casting, new casting, the 016 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3. There are actually two new race cars in this batch, and this is one of them. And this is a welcome because it's the return of Mercedes-Benz back at Mattel. Another highly anticipated new casting, the 017 Jeep Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler. Oh, I thought it said EB underneath. The way I was looking at it. It's got the front detailing, got the grille painted, the headlights, and even the turn signals. Nothing on the back is this giant spare tire. It's got some other goodies in it. It's been lifted. It's got those newer off-road wheels. It's very cool. No wonder why everyone's after this. And it's no wonder it's been a struggle to find these, because I went to my Target last week and they just restocked with D-case, but I was severely beat to it. They had very, very few left, and I was so disappointed. But I checked yesterday morning, I checked this morning, and I found a bunch that I really liked. Here's another one. Got the 69 Dodge Charger 500 in a metallic olive green, which is very sweet. Or sweetie sweet, as I used to say. Very cool. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos of these being found at Walmart and Target. I've seen plenty of case unboxings, but that doesn't count. What counts for me is when you actually find them in the store. Alright, next up we have the return of a very old casting, the Volkswagen Golf Mark II. This is the then version of the Volkswagen Golf that was released in the A case. But this one is much better. And it doesn't have those ugly Trapezoid 5 wheels on it. It's got the nice set of 10 spokes. It's very cool to see this casting back. I think the last time we saw this was, God, sometime in the 90s or the 2000s. Another old casting making a return, the original twin mill in red. Very cool to see this casting, even though I'm not a huge fan. Actually, I'm not a fan at all of fantasy castings. This one I don't mind because this is what started Hot Wheels. I think this was part of the Sweet 16. Actually, no, it's not, because it has an original copyright. If you look at the base, I'm not sure if it'll show up all that well with this glare. It has a 2011 copyright, but right before that is the original 1969 copyright. And Hot Wheels was first released in 1968. And the first 16 Hot Wheel cars were called the Sweet 16, but this is a 1969, so that doesn't count it. So, my bad. But it is one of the starting Hot Wheel cars in the very first years of Hot Wheels. So I'll take those any day. It's better than the other two twin mills that they have. Next up we have a first recolor of a new casting this year. Got the 017 Corvette C7 Z06 convertible in yellow. And I'm assuming that if they recolor it, jeez, I can't even speak. I'm assuming that the next color variation is going to be in red, because they have the hardtop of this Corvette released in yellow as well, so it only makes sense to re-release it in red in the next few batches. Next up, we have the '69 Dodge Coronet Super B. Very nice in pearl white with flames, red flames and orange flames. The only thing I don't like are the orange tint windows. That's the thing I don't like. I don't know why they keep doing orange, colored tint windows. It's very annoying. It's not very realistic. Next up, we have the return of the Fate of the Furious Ice Charger. The only thing that's different are the wheels. The first variation was released with PR5s, and this one now has J5s. That's the only difference. Alright, so those are the cars that I found within the last week. And then there's a few more D-case cars that I found today that I wanted to separate that I still have in the bag. Here's the other race car I was talking about, the new race car, the Cadillac ATSV. The grille looks a little warped. See that? See all those little flea bites in the grille trim, and it's the bottom portion has a little bit of a zip to it. Yeah, that's the only thing. Hot Wheels is known for that, for bad tampo print. Next up, we have the regular of the 2015 Ford Mustang GT, featuring the Borla exhaust system performance tampos. And this will be the super treasure out of the batch, which I actually do have. I got it as a Christmas gift. So I'm not too worried about finding it in the store because I already have it. Next up, another race car, the 016 Ford GT Race, which was a new casting last year. The car that won Le Mans in France. Very cool. Powered by Ford EcoBoost. I just noticed that. And actually, this last one isn't a D-case car, but it's a C-case car that it's been a struggle to find because they don't come in international cases. It's the 018 Camaro Super Sport. It's a brand new casting. I did run across this at Toys R Us, but what I've noticed is that the blister packs are always damaged in some way. That's why I just got this one, because this one is fairly decent compared to what I've seen. I mean, it's got the crinkled corners, the dimples underneath, a little bit of a warp to the blister. But I've noticed that every single 018 Camaro I've seen in the store has been damaged. I don't know if that's, some kind of a distribution error, or maybe the factory workers are purposely destroying them because they're a highly sought after car. I don't know. Or maybe it's just coincidence. Alright, so now the nitty gritty. The main reason why I made this video. So, I go to my Target yesterday and I ask them about the set, because Targets right now are doing a reset, a New Year reset. And they had 2 pegs reserved for the car culture assortment, and the price tag was $549 compared to the $349 that they usually are. And that gave it away that that's the Japan Historics 2 set that everyone is after. Any hardcore collector, and especially the scalpers, are after this set. The collectors, because they're more really nice Japanese cars with lots of detail, metal body, metal base, real riders, wider blister packs. And scalpers, because they can make a profit off of these. They'll buy them all just so they can flip them online for like 60, 70 bucks. and make maybe a $10, $20 profit, considering that they're $5.49 a piece. So when you buy a whole set, including tax, that's about $30. But I used my Target Red card, so it only cost me about $27, which isn't bad considering what I got. So without further ado, let's get started. And these are going to be shown in order. So first of all, we have the Datsun Bluebird 510, a casting that never gets old when it's released, because it has been around since 2009, but it's just one of those castings that you never get sick of. I mean, look at this. I mean, they bumped the price because you have more intricate detailing. Every single car is going to have detailed headlights, detailed grille, detailed taillights, and a wider blister. That's about the same size as the entertainment cars when it comes to width. But man, is this artwork pretty. But this definitely blows the last Japan Historic set out of the water. I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, these are awesome. I'm still shocked that I found these to begin with. But I did my homework, and I asked them politely, and when I went in this morning, I went in right when the store opened, and I asked one of the stock workers nearby, I was wondering if you had this certain assortment of cars in stock or not, and sure enough, he took his price gun, scanned the barcode, and he said they're in stock, but we have a heavy truck right now, so I would check back in an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I did. So I kind of stalled, hung around for a little bit, did some other things, and came back at 9 o'clock, exactly an hour later, and there he was again. And I said, I'm back. And I don't mean to pressure you or anything, because I hate doing that. And he went ahead and scanned the price tag again for this assortment. And he said, well, let me go check and see if they delivered any more toys to the stockroom, because there could be some more in the back. They didn't have any on his float that he was currently putting out. So, sure enough, I wait about 2 or 3 minutes, and he comes out, and bam! The case. He brings out the case of 10, and he said this was literally right on top of the pallets, so it just came in, and I was so excited. So it was well worth the wait. So here's number 2. Got the 73 Mazda RX3. Definitely the best variant, because this is already the 3rd version. It was released in the first Japan Historic set in purple, and then it was released in the Race Day assortment in yellow, and now in orange. Metallic orange. Look at that front end. Isn't that awesome? And the rear is completely done. Oh yeah. And the blister, of course. Oh, I just noticed this. Look at that. They're even putting the 50-year anniversary logo on the car culture assortment. That's pretty cool. I mean, that would make sense, because this is the 50th anniversary, so why not? So why limit it to just the main lines when you could do it to all the other assortments too? Let's see. Number 3. The Nissan Fairlady Z. Look at that. I mean, I'm not too crazy about the wide body, but still, it's really cool overall. I love that color too, that yellow. And these wheels too. These 4-spoke deep dish wheels, those are sweet. And the artworks too. Man, these are pretty. Shows, you know, the cherry blossom leaves blowing in the wind and some mountains in the background. It's beautiful. Alright, number 4. The next 2 are going to be new castings. So we have the new Nissan Laurel 2000 SGX. Look at that! Man, these are awesome. I just can't get over these. I'm still shocked that I even found these. And I have... well, I'm not going to get into that. But it's just nice, as a collector, to find these instead of getting beat all the time by scalpers. Because scalpers are what ruin the hobby. A lot of collectors can argue that. They just ruin the hobby for everyone else because they have connections with the store and they're able to get their greedy hands on these cars before they even get put out to the shelves. But all I did was I just politely asked if they were in or not, and sure enough they were. He brought me the case, he let me go through them, and I wasn't greedy and I didn't take both sets. I just grabbed one set for me, and I even pegged the other set for him. I actually have a couple pictures too to prove it. Hang on a second. See, and since I watch John, aka Puchif Mero B's videos right now, since I've been watching him for so many years, whenever he has to pause for a moment, he would go, "Stand by. Stand by!" That's a shout out to you, John, if you're watching. Stand by! Alright, here we go. Okay. So, here's the set right here that I pegged. I mean, there was a top peg, but I'm not going to put them all the way up there. So I just put them in order, too. My OCD. I put them in order on the peg. And then there it is. There's one set with the box next to it that it came in. So, I mean, I should have put the other set next to it so I could show both sets, but trust me, I didn't grab both sets. I just pegged one set right there and then this other set for me. So I'm not going to be a greedy, scalper. Because that's what scalpers do. They buy everything of something very popular so no one else can get it. And the last one, probably my favorite, the Nissan Skyline C210. Man, that's sweet. I noticed that right away with that purple on the grille. Look at all that detail. I mean, it's no wonder that they're $2 more. I mean, look at that. It even has detail in the bumper. It's got the black bumper guard. It's got the reflectors on there. It's awesome. I mean, look at that. Standing on the front grille. It's got the black trim. Got the turn signal or the parking lights detailed. Those are so freaking cool. I mean, look at those. Excuse me. There's the 4-spoke wheel, but it's even smaller than it normally is. But yeah, there you have it. Pretty awesome. Here's the aftermath. So we got brand new D-case cars, and of course, the Japan Historics 2 set. Very, very sought after. It's no wonder everyone's after these. And I'm still shocked that I even found these to begin with, because I never thought I would ever find these. I thought I would have to like order them online if I really wanted to, or just not find them at all, or maybe find them at a flea market or something, but he's at, you know, the seller's probably asking like $10 a piece. So, and I got these for retail price. Can't go wrong with that. So there you have it. Check your Targets. Check your Walmarts too, but it depends on the distribution. Our Walmart sucks, so they'll never get them in. But some Walmarts will, but I would check your Target because they're guaranteed to hit. Because they have a reset with pegs reserved for them. So there you have it. Take care and happy collecting.